Like, my hair is like kind of disgusting right now. Like, do you guys ever get like choked from your like high up collars? Like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Hello, I am not half naked. I am naked faced because, and it's, what time is it? I don't have my Fitbit on. What? Since when? Is that a thing that I do? It's 2:51 in the morning. I basically live my life backwards now. So whatever. It's 2:51 in the morning, and I thought to myself, hey, before I take a shower, I might just try out something new and fun and special. And so yeah, and here we are, because I have something very exciting. It's here. This is the Silisponge. Let me take it out of the packaging. This is how it arrived. I purchased this on Amazon for like, I'm gonna say not more than $10. I can't imagine that I would have paid more than that for this, because I haven't heard great things. I don't know if this is the real Silisponge, what have you, but 100% silicone is 100% silicone, so really it can't be that different. Obviously, everyone and their mother has done one of these videos. I am not a mother, but I wanted to do it too. God, shoot me. This is what it came like. I have heard it's got kind of this, so it's got kind of this rounded side, and then it's got kind of a flat side. I've heard that you're actually supposed to do the flat side. That's just what I hear through the grapevine. Honestly, I'm not expecting a lot from this, so we'll just see how it goes, shall we? I've got a myriad of products here. I figure we kind of just start and just go with it. So like, I've got a primer to try that out. I've got 2 different types of foundation. We'll do half and half. I've got the L'Oreal Total Cover Infallible 24-hour shit. This is very, very thick. This is kind of like a whipped texture. And I just did a review on this, and this is up, so you should check out for that. I will put that down below. And then I have the good old Revlon Color Stay Super Liquid Foundation. So we've got kind of like a cream-ish foundation and a super liquid. I've got concealer. I've got powder, and I thought I would try and do the baking shit. I've actually never done that, but we'll see how it picks it up. I've got contour stick, and I have actually liquid highlight here, Wet n Wild cushion highlight, and then I've got the Bella Pierre Cosmetics cream blush. So we've got kind of like a lot of the bases, the face bases here. So let's just like fucking get started. I feel like I'm like being choked still. I'm super excited for this, honestly. Like, I'm not expecting a lot, but like, if it turns out to be amazing, I'm gonna be like so excited. But I'm also gonna feel like maybe something's wrong with me because nobody else likes it. So I'm also going to, I've got makeup wipes for cleaning in between steps. That is like a huge selling point of this thing, is that you can clean in between steps super easy because it's made of fucking silicone. I fucking care if it's the same thing for like a cheaper price. I'm not rubbing a goddamn bra insert on my face, and not because I'm like weirded out by that, but because that's fucking weird. Like, it's not that it's weird, it's like not the right shape, you know? Like, it's just, it's not the fucking right shape. Like, my face is not shaped like a boob. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. Good job. Such a good jumper. So this is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum. Very accessible and easy to purchase, except I guess unless you don't shop at Walmart. Walmart? I can't speak. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna pump it right onto the thing. I usually use like 2 pumps, I'm gonna say, I guess. Oh my god, it looks like a ton. Does it like slide? Not really. Alright, I will be honest that it's like kind of, oh my god, weird to hold. And so, okay, so I've heard and read that you're supposed to like spread it out first, and then you kind of go in and do some dabbing shit. I feel like I have a lot on that part of my face. I hope I didn't just use like way too much. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of primer. Rookie mistake number one, I think I put way too much product. So I'm gonna like blot my face a little because I'm thinking that's probably a little too much. And I don't want to fuck up the foundation application and blame it on the Silisponge. I see bitches calling this thing the Silisponge. No, fucking no. It's called the Silisponge, like silicone. Like, why would it be called the Silisponge? Like, that does not make any fucking earthly sense to me. Kind of feels like it's sinking in. I just do a little bit of blotting here. Just so we're not getting anything crazy. Alright. Yeah, that feels much better. I thought that I would have like more trouble getting into like my nose corners and stuff and under my eye, and I kind of didn't feel like it was too bad, so we'll see. I just cleaned it off. Like I said, I'm using the flat side, so for primer application, like, I kind of am feeling it, I'm not gonna lie. Should we spot conceal first? Yeah, let's do that. So this is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I wish that I had a super reliable concealer that was more affordable. I just tried out the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer, but I just like, I don't know, like I don't know it well enough yet. Like, I'm not familiar well enough with it yet to like know if it's hard enough to blend, like because of the sponge or what. So this I know is easy to blend. It matches me great. This is like my OG concealer. This is basically the reason I purchased a Sephora Flash shipping pass, because like I want to have access to this at all times, and I don't live like super close to a mall. So yeah, that's how it is. Looking good, looking good. I'm stoked for this. I'll zoom you in a little bit now that we're kind of in the thick of it. Okay, it's definitely hard to get in the nose there. But I gotta be honest, like at least for concealer, I'm like not hating it. What's happening there? That looks like that might be too much primer. I think I might have not dabbed enough there. I don't know. Is that too much primer? I don't know. I don't know why it would be reacting this way on this part of my face and not on other parts. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like dead skin and it's like massaging it off or something, and like a brush doesn't do that or something. I don't know. I'm on the fence about the concealer. So yes for primer, not sure yet for concealer. I don't know, like, because I definitely have like a lot of dry skin around my nose and under my nose. I just don't know that that would cause that. It really does look like it. It looks like little pieces of dead skin. Very strange. I'm like always worried about getting foundation on my clothes. Like that's like a big worry of mine. Let's start with the Revlon Color Stay. This is in 110, which is ivory, right? God, it's been so long since I've used this. So now that we know, I'm going to do a very like paltry amount, and then we'll start with less and work up to more. So I'm gonna do like half a pump. So that's what we're starting out with there. As you can see, it's already rolling around. I'm gonna like dab it a little bit. I'm gonna do this. And so the other perk of this sponge is supposed to be that you can use like way less product. And I don't know how, like, I mean, in theory, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I am seeing like a little bit of like, oh my god, lines happening. See on my nose there? See, like the kind of like the texture is like still coming through pretty much because of the sponge. And like honestly, I feel like I've had worse skin than this. That Revlon Color Stay has not looked that kind of like textured on. Like, I don't know. It's like it's gathering. That's what it fucking is. Look at that. It's gathering in this little like lip of like plastic. And then when I move it back over my face, that like catches and like does this weird pattern. And like, okay, now I'm gonna feel stupid if that's because of like it's a knockoff. I'm gonna have to look at like some pictures and I'll put here in a text if this is because I bought a cheap ass version of this sponge. I'm gonna feel really stupid in 3, 2. Do I feel stupid? Probably. Like the only real place is that it's like, it's such an issue on my nose, but like, I'm like, is it because my nose is really bad right now? Like, it looks so dry, like crazy dry, like a lot of texture being emphasized. I don't really know yet. All right, that's the Revlon Color Stay side. That's the super liquid foundation side. So now we'll go on with the L'Oreal. I just did a review wear test on this, and I really like it actually. Oh, I meant to put the cap down, but I put the sponge down. So I'm gonna again go with you, especially with this, you really don't need like a ton. I'm gonna do like that much. It's like, I mean, my advice with the Silisponge, I almost did it. My advice with the Silisponge is like to definitely start out slow. And so see, with this one, we really don't have nearly as much of that like kind of nonsense with the fucking lip going on, but it's because this one is not quite as liquidy. Like I can do with just a little bit more. That definitely like looks a lot better. Let me zoom you in for the nose. So this side is the side with the Revlon Color Stay, and like it's super patchy, and like my lip is not really blended out quite right. And then that's the side with the L'Oreal. And like I said, you guys know that I've used L'Oreal Revlon Color Stay for like a while. And I know that it sits pretty normal on my skin for the most part. I mean, it's not like a moisturizing foundation or anything, but like it usually does not look that weird. So then here is the rest of the face. So as you can see, I have a huge like dry spot here from a healing acne pretty much. And that is super emphasized. But again, I don't really like, I don't know, is that like fair to like put that down to the sponge? Like, I will say that it definitely like blends down the neck fine, which is good. But again, I feel like I'm getting like weird, like almost like dry skin, like pieces of dry skin. It's very strange. I'm not really sure what to attribute that to. Right now, I'm saying that I feel like this side, the L'Oreal, the thicker foundation, looks a lot more like passable for me. Like I would feel more comfortable with this on outside than this side, the Revlon Color Stay. And I do think that so far, like, it struggled with the liquidiness of this. Let's put some concealer on and then we'll do like some powder shit. Like, we'll just see how that goes. So we'll see how well we're able to get in the under eye here with the sponge. Again, using the flat side. Okay, that's hard. That is a difficult process. I feel like maybe I put too much on again on my actual skin. Oh, Jesus Christ, I poked myself in the eye with it. Wasn't like the worst pain I've ever felt. It was nothing compared to a mascara. And again, we're getting this like collection in the little lip of it there. So maybe it's like, I don't know. God, I don't know. I don't know. Put just a little bit more on. I mean, it definitely does have a point, like a literal point, not like it has a purpose. It has a point, like an actual point, to get like a little bit closer up, but I don't know that it's enough. Have you guys seen the Eevee beauty blender thing? It's not a beauty blender, but it's a sponge shape. It's not a sponge. It is a silicone beauty blender style tool that is, I think it's $30. But it has the shape of a beauty blender, and it's got like glitter in it, like, so it's like appealing to the eye or whatever the fuck. Like the glitter doesn't come out obviously, but like it's got like glitter in the silicone. But yeah, so I feel like that in itself did not take like a lot longer than it would with a brush. I don't know if it looks much better than a brush or worse than a brush. I always kind of feel like I have pretty like creasy under eyes, and I never really feel like my concealer looks like amazing under my eyes. But again, the point is good, but then it's like you have this little lip and that kind of like fucks you over. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. Try not to sneeze. Is it picking it up? Not really. It's like I'm cutting coke in here. Not really picking up a ton, to be completely honest. I wish I could like lick it and then like stick it in the powder. I'm like inhaling powder right now. I've never used this powder for baking. Like I said, I've never actually baked in my life, other than cakes. I tried to, oh, there we go, that kind of looks like, what the fuck is that? Okay, that looks like a semblance of what I'm supposed to do. While we bake here, I'm gonna do some contouring. This is the ColourPop sculpting stick in Dove. I typically start a little higher up because I feel like I blend contour down more than I should. I just got and tried out the Jordana sculpting stick or whatever the fuck. Jordana contouring stick. But oh dear God. I don't know. Did I just blend it away here? I don't know. I don't think that's actually that bad. I never know. Like, I don't know if I'm good at contour or not. Like, I might be shit at it. Like, feel free to, like, berate me in the comments. All right, I'm fairly happy with that, to be honest. Okay, this is the Bella Pierre Coral Cheek and Lip Stain. I'll be interested to see how this goes because it's a kind of a small little thing here, and it's kind of a big little sponge. Figure I'll do this and then I'll wipe all the shit off my face. It's just like dunking it in there. Oh wow, oh Jesus fuck. Alright, I'm gonna use the other side to like kind of blend it out. Again, that's actually not that bad. Use it. Yeah, I'm not like fucking hating that, to be completely honest. That's pretty cool. Especially because I haven't really found like quite a, I'm itchy, I'm like itchy here. I haven't really found quite a brush that I love for like cream blush. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't fucking think baking is for me, to be completely fucking honest. But that's what it is. That's not really the sponge's fault, I suppose. I don't have anything in my brows. Just occurred to me. This is the highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlight in Who's That Pearl? Oh no. Wow. That's a lot of highlight. Try not to pull it too far in there. That seems to be my problem with this product. That worked great though. Yeah, I really like that. That's very pretty. Take a little bit less this time. A little more. I love it. I am very happy with that. I'm pretty happy with the cheek action here. All right, I'm back and I am looking a little bit more like a human being. The final verdict on this thing, this fucking piece of plastic rubber thing that is on everybody. Is silicone rubber? Things to think about. This thing that's on everybody's minds, everybody's on everyone's lips. Do I like it? Yes and no. I like it for contour. To be fair, I do a pretty like fast and loose kind of contour. I'm not like a contour fucking god or anything like that. I liked it a lot for cream blush. I really liked it for cream highlight. I'd use this Wet n Wild highlighter with the Real Techniques sculpting sponge, the pink one that looks like an ornament. And it was hard. I felt like, I don't know, it was my first time using it, but I ended up getting it way in on my cheek, and the sponge that comes with this guy is this big circle puff, and like, how are you supposed to apply your fucking highlight with that? Like, you can't fucking apply your highlight in a circle. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. So I really liked it for this Wet n Wild liquid highlight, and I could see me liking it for other liquid highlights. I gave away one because I didn't use it because I didn't really like, I hadn't found a brush that I liked for it. So like, I definitely like, and like I said, I have not yet found a brush for cream blush that is small enough to get in here but still like doesn't fucking make my face look crazy. Like, so I was super impressed with how this performed with the cream blush. As for foundation, like I could use it in a pinch. I would not recommend it with liquid foundations, like super liquid ones like the Revlon Color Stay. I'm sure you saw when I was showing it to the camera, it was like literally running down the sponge. I don't really think that it's like as well suited for that job. But this L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover did really good. I did like it for primer, like I said, especially because then I don't have to touch my face with my hands. I used way too much primer when I tried it out with this, for sure. Like, that's a definite, and that's not the sponge's fault. Obviously, that's me. And I didn't hate it for concealer. Like, you know, it's, to be honest, it's like, you know, this would be great for if you're traveling. Like, this would be a really good alternative to having a contour brush, a blush brush, if you can bring cream blushes, you know. You could keep it as your concealer brush. So, like, to some degree, because I didn't think that it was like super easy to use for under eye. So like, it has its strengths and its weaknesses, and I don't really think that we could really expect it to be like this all encompassing tool. Like, this is not an Instagram video. You know, on Instagram they're like, wow, look at me, I can do everything with a shoe. Like, you're like, why would you ever need to? Like, you know, we don't ever judge like a foundation brush on like how well it applied our contour, you know? So like, we can't really expect this like tiny thing to be well suited, like pointed enough to get right underneath the eye, but large enough that it doesn't take forever to put on your foundation. And it has to be the right consistency to apply cream and super liquid products, you know, like. Even the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge, which is the sponge I use, is not like quite small enough to get under my eye like perfectly. I prefer the, oh fuck hell, where is it? I don't have it on me right now. It is the Real Techniques pointed concealer brush from the Bold Metals collection. So like, you know, even something like that, which is like lauded and like great, oh my god, we love this product, even something like that is not, it's not made to do everything. If it was made to do everything, they wouldn't have come out with a contour sponge, you know? Like, so I think it's unfair to like hold this up and be like, I don't like this because it didn't put my foundation on right, but like it did everything else. Like, okay, like, you know, like I don't expect it to do every fucking thing in my beauty routine. Like, I didn't like this because it didn't schedule all my appointments in my calendar, and I just can't fucking handle that with a sponge. Like, so I think that it has its strengths and its weaknesses like any beauty tool, and I was impressed by its strengths, and I didn't think that I would be. So I'm fairly impressed, to be like completely honest. Like, I was more impressed than I thought I would be. So I'm feeling this. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna like use it for when I feel like using it. It's not gonna be like my every single day. Like, it's not like what I'm gonna reach for like every single day. It's not gonna like change my life. But I didn't expect this piece of silicone to do that. So I don't think anybody else should. I kind of feel like something super weird and like kind of different comes out like this, and everybody's like, wow, like that is gonna change my life. Like, and then, you know, you kind of like make it like a little bit too big for its britches, kind of like before you're even like click add to cart, you know. And you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be like the tool I'm gonna use on my wedding day. Like, so I think when we get something super new and crazy and like totally out of the box like this, we want it to be a lot better than it could possibly be. So, and I think, you know, I'm sure I do that too. So it's a common problem. So comment down below, let me know what you think of the Silisponge. Have you tried it? And do you feel like when something crazy new comes out that we kind of like lose our shit and expect it to do way more than it ever said that it would? Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this. I put up videos whenever I feel like it, which is typically Mondays at noon PST. Represent. I will see you guys next time. Bye.